Hello and welcome back. This is Graybeard. And in this episode, I'll explain what I was alluding to in the last episode. What I want to build is a gold farm. And all the farms I've seen, you need lots of magma blocks because zombified piglins spawn on magma blocks and no one else does. Or at least no one else that I really care about. I think gas may spawn on them, which I can deal with, and maybe um, magmas, magma cubes. So I can either do it by going in the nether and finding them and mining them and all that stuff, or I can do it the right way and gathering lots of blaze rods, slime, and slime and blaze powder make magma creams. And hang on a second here. Take magma creams, and then make magma blocks. And then I can put those magma blocks down here in this chest here. And as you can see, I've got over a chocolate box full of magma blocks. But I think I'm going to need probably 2 or 3 of these things. So I've got a ways to go on this. Now, I've got, as I said in the last episode, plenty of blaze rods. This is actually good for half a chest of, no wait, yeah, so 1 blaze rod gives me 2 blaze powder, but I need 4 blaze powder for 1 magma block. So that means this is good for half a chest of magma blocks. Still, it's a good start. And half plus this might be enough, but what's missing from this equation is slime. And I have a couple blocks here and there, but I don't have anywhere near enough. I actually do have a lot of slime. No, that's honey blocks. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Oh, if I could use honey for this, that would be great, but unfortunately it only works with slime. So, and I do have my slime farm over there on the beach underneath my iron farm. Built that some time ago. I'll put a link to that episode if you want. But I need to upgrade my slime farm. One thing I need to do is light up the area around it, because there's a lot of caves in there, a lot of mobs spawning in there. For that I need some charcoal. And sticks. Sticks are in here. In potentia. And the second is a bunch of too much. Okay. And the second is another layer to it, which is just a bunch of digging. Yeah, it's filling it. It's working nice. Okay, so I will get that ready, and then I'll head on over there. And maybe I'll do a montage of lighting up some caves, which makes for thrilling video, I'm sure. And do some more digging of a second layer, which is equally thrilling. But that's alright. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Well, I had more clips of me lighting up caves, but unfortunately I didn't capture the game sounds. So I'm not going to include all of them. I'm just going to include one rather critical one here. and leave the rest to your imagination. Sorry about that. Ouch. Okay, don't die. I said don't die! Dang it. Okay. 291. 30 minus 507. Make sure I can find my way back. Okay, I killed the various mobs. There's a couple lingering off in the distance. This is the over here is the hole the unlit hole I need to light up. And I'm taking stock of what I lost. In the battle, a couple creepers got to me before I managed to pick up everything. And I did lose a couple things. I'm still going through. Looks like I kept all my netherite gear, I think. Here's my sharpness sword. Okay, my silk touch pick. Okay, so amidst some cost, I got most of the caves lit up around me, I think. It cost me my good axe, which I have since rebuilt. 55, fortune 3, unbreaking mending, netherite, which of course cost me one of my few netherite ingots. So I now have 10 left spare. It also, more painfully, cost me one of my elytra. Oh, there we are. So I have one elytra left. There's nothing in here you can see. I lost an elytra, and I lost. I mean, the axe I can replace, although the ingot is a little bit harder to replace. But the elytra that hurts. So now I'm down to my last one, and getting another one, getting some more spares is high priority. Fortunately, I don't really have much need for elytra down here, so. All right, but back to the topic at hand. Where are we? Here we are. So, as you might have surmised, I am in the process of expanding my slime farm. There's two plans I have for this. One is to, I keep doing that. Oh yeah, so I've already dug out one of these, and I'm going to dig out another one below here. I've started it here. Now, I'll show you a little bit about how to do this. You may not have mini HUD. If you don't, I recommend it. It's this right here, this little thing right here in the upper left corner, where it says the interesting part is the chunk coordinates. So it says 474. The first and last one, the X and Z, are the ones to watch. Are the only ones that matter when you're actually building a slime farm. Are the main ones anyway. Actually, I'll show you on this level here because it's already dug out. So if you watch these numbers here, 4, 4, you'll see that right now the X, of course, is increasing. Goes up to 11. Well, it goes to 11, then wraps around to 11. Then the Z goes down, wraps around, then goes down to 4 again. It goes to 11. And then this one goes up 15, and then up to 4, and then that goes back to 4 over there. And then everything inside here has to be emptied out, which is, oh, so much fun. look how much it costs my pick in durability. So this one here costs that much durability, so I'm gonna have to actually repair this thing one of these days. I know, it's tough. As for the collection, you know how much fun I have with hoppers. This is my first prototype of it. The idea is the collection hopper is here. It goes underneath this chest, which is not really used as a chest, it's just used as a convenient gap. And then it goes to this vertical pipe going down. And then at the bottom, I've mapped out this spot right here, which is I'm going to have a water column bubble vader going from there all the way up to near my base. Unfortunately, the actual iron farm is inside the borders of the of the slime farm itself, or is inside the slime chunk, so I can't use that. But I can go downstairs in the basement, if you will, and do that. I'll show you that later. So I'm going to start digging out this lower one. And again, 654, 3, 2, 0. 13, 12, 11. There we go. And that's where I stop. And then I continue on this way until I reach 11 going this way. After wrapping through the whole chunk, of course. I'll just stop here. I'll just stop here. I keep going, obviously. Okay, I will continue on with that. Okay, this little update here. I have the control access corridor mapped out. I didn't show you this before. This is the F3 screen, and where the interesting stuff is. The chunk line is the interesting one, 11 and 4. This is going to be true of any slime farm you ever do anywhere. So these numbers are constant because they're all relative to the chunk. So it's going from 4.4 to 11.4 to 11.11 to 4.11. So here's 11.4, and then down here to 11.11, and then down here to 4.11. And I also dug out the collection waterway. This will be replaced with, this will be filled with half slabs and water source blocks flowing down to some magma blocks down here in the corner, and then there's some chests here. Actually, this I definitely get rid of. And then hoppers and such. Hoppers. And then this area right in the middle here may not look like it, but this is the spawning chunk. It doesn't look like it because there's a bunch of blocks in the way. And that's the plan. So I will get busy and start mining this out. Well, okay, so where once there was a huge bunch of blocks, now there's a nice open space where slime can spawn. The next step is to build the collection area. Now, I've mostly worked out how I'm going to do this. The first obvious thing is that there's always going to be a chest here and a chest here in the corners. And then a magma block here and here with water flowing into them, pushing the slime into here. The slime get on the magma blocks and they burn up, and then the slime balls can pass through that little gap there and be collected by a hopper right here. That's mine straight down. Sorry, Granny. But at that point, I think what I'll be doing is sending it over one. And then I think on this level here, I'm actually planning on having them all converging on one point. And that point is up here. I already have it marked out here. Actually, I'll show you all the way up here. Let's come on up here. It'll only take a minute. Oh, by the way, I redid this area here. Let me just quickly show you I covered this hole here, which is I didn't like the fact that it's like right in the middle of everything. So the access down is in the corner, which is actually a lot easier to get to. You don't have to like line up. Like for example, here, if you're off, if you're just a little bit off, you can't go down. You have to like be right in the middle. Here, because it's in the corner, I can just go in the corner and go down. It's easy. This area down here, so you see here, these lines here, this whole area here, the entire building is in the middle of the chunk. So I can't have anything come up and arrive in the building itself, unless it comes up somewhere else and then moves over and then goes to the building. So what I'm going to do is have right here 232 minus 584. Have a bubble column right here. 232 minus 584, which I believe cowabunga it is. What? Where? Oh, you're upstairs. Fine. I believe it's right here. No, it's not. Oh. Here. Okay. All right, so 232 minus 584 is the bubble column here. So I'll have some, and this will go down, and I'll have, oh, it's downstairs. Right, of course, it's working now, isn't it? Careful. There they are. Oh, hey. My first catch of the day. Die, slimy scum. Oh, of course, miss, slimy scum. Oh, 3 of them. Nice. Hello, hello, hello. Goodbye. Okay. All right, this is distraction. And this is one of the most annoying things about an infinity bow is that the arrows just stick around, especially when they're on fire and they don't go away. Suppose I could just break it. Oh. Okay, that's even more annoying. Yeah, that's even more annoying. I was not expecting that, obviously. Oh, I don't have anything to put in there. I thought I did. Exactly Wait, here we are. Okay, all right. So let me work this out. 232 minus 584. Right, I'm going through this wall here. I'm going underneath this wall here. I'm gonna make a passageway underneath this wall here, and then that'll be where all the hoppers are going to be running, and they'll meet at this point here, and go over to some redstone electronics here that will feed a dropper that feeds feeds a hopper elevator right here. And I will get back to you when that's dug. So I built a little mock-up here of how this is going to work for each level, each corner of each level even. As you can see up there, this is the actual collection hopper. It's the same one as down here, directly above. So they come up, they come here to the corner. They go between these two chests here, whose sole purpose is to provide a gap. And they enter this hopper, or that hopper there, and it goes through that hopper into the barrel there. And it goes down into the hopper barrel. And these barrels are just to reduce lag, that's all. And there's another hopper going into, in this case, the hopper there. I'll show you downstairs, the lower level one, the counterpart here. I'll break that there. You can see there's a hopper there in the middle, barrel, hopper, barrel, and then finally a hopper here. And then a line of hoppers going all the way to the elevator. And I'll be putting probably some composters on top of these to reduce the lag from these things. And each corner is going to have something like this. So there'll be one here. Over here we'll have the collection hopper here going to a pipe like this here. I'll redirect that one there to go that way. Same thing over here, and then at the bottom all the hoppers they'll all converge down at the bottom, and then the bottom they'll all converge over in that one area there. And I will come back and show you when it's all done. Okay, so wanted to show you how I'm doing this part here. This is the final product. I have hoppers underneath going all the way across. I have composters on top to keep it nice and lag friendly. Because when there's composters on top of a hopper, you can't just drop things on top of the hopper and have it go into the hopper plugged inside it. I'm doing the same thing over here. I just haven't started yet. So I also don't have enough composters yet to finish this whole chain. So I'll do this. I do have enough. I have enough hoppers. I'm going to wonder if I do. Maybe I don't. Maybe I. Oh, maybe. We'll see. I don't have it. Alright, that's that. Quick. Okay. And then I will at some point put the wall back in here, of course, and maybe replace one of these with a furnace just so and then put the door on top of that one just so it looks more like a regular door and it's easier to walk on. It looks like a regular floor. And I need more hoppers. And I probably need more barrels. I think I'm okay. I might be okay on barrels, but I'm definitely need more hoppers. Oh, might be okay on barrels. We'll see. Okay, I will make more of everything I need and then come back to you. Act 2, scene 6. Take 1. Okay, so I've done it like I said there. All these have hoppers and what I'll call blockers, except for one right here. I just set this one straight down because it's going right there anyway. That's the one place where I can do that. We're gonna have magma blocks right here and here, as well as the other corners. I've already gone through all 12 corners and dropped unique items in each one and confirmed that they all end up down here. And I also have actually I can check this right here. I'll put a door here because I'll explain that in a minute. Where's the door? Here's the door. Here's the door. Yeah, so this will be the entrance, the access doors. I have an access door on each side. This one here is easy because there's no pipes going through this side. But this side here, the access door goes there. Yeah, it's like that. Simple as that. And yeah, there's a furnace here and there's a furnace on that side. I can move them around if I need to. So all 12 of those corners, all 3 pads, all 12 corners go down to this hopper. And this, I've replaced this hopper with a block for the moment, so I can fix this. This is a, I do have a sign. Okay, let me just do this right now. He's all gonna be here anyway. This is a hopper, a bubble vader. Whee! It goes over here to here, and I'll put a sign right there. And then this is where everything will show up. So I can actually move it all a little bit farther out if I wanted to, but I could put it right, you know. Yeah, I could. I could put it a little farther out. We'll see. Okay. Anyway, let me show you. Come on. So I went through a couple different ideas of how to get the drops up there. My original idea was the diamond-shaped dropper inserter that I use out on the mob farm, but that didn't work too well. That wouldn't work because it requires powered rail on top of the dropper, which is problematic if you actually wanted to be able to flood the whole thing. I also considered briefly the notion of just doing a dropper elevator the whole way up with the redstone torches and everything. And was getting ready to do that because, like, yeah, hey, it's only one redstone torch per Y value, and that's only 40 redstone. That's easy enough. But then I realized, wait, it's also 40 droppers, and it's like, okay, 80 redstone I can handle. But 320 cobblestone, that's a different story. So, yeah. So I went with this way. This is kind of an old tried and true method of spitting things out via a dropper. You put things in a dropper and it goes blap 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 blap. Assuming I'm not there to catch it. See? Simple. And you know, it's noisy and all that stuff, but really I don't care about the noise. Now the only challenge left is how do I get rid of these signs, because I don't want it just, because this has to be solid. If I break these signs, then everything here floods. So that's why I had this door here. I have a door, I can open this up, it's watertight. I can put a block here. So things don't flood there, things won't flood here. I can now remove these signs safely, and it won't flood everything. Do I have glass? I can change, I can put glass later. Okay, there we go. I don't need this anymore. Don't need that anymore either, for that matter. And now I can replace this. Give me that with an actual hopper. Nope. There. Tick, 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 tick. Anything else going upstairs? Not that I can tell. So, that's the plan there. Now all that's left is the boring part of actually making a slime farm, you know, getting the water in place and magma blocks, the walls, all those things. And I probably should, no, actually that's okay because I'm just putting magma block there. That's alright, that's okay. So, the next step is to button this up so it's nice and pretty. I think I might need more. Let's see here, maybe I need one. That's that, I need two more. Oh wait. I'll have a few extra in here. I like that. Okay, I'll leave that wall as is. I need to cover up this wall. Okay, alright, I will do some more cleanup here. It's getting boring for you, I'm sorry. I will do some more cleanup here, finish up the walls, and start working on the water. I'll review that next time. So, here's the basic design. Let's go over here. You count from the corner, 1, 2, 3 wet ones, and then a row of pressure plates. And that's true of every corner. 1, 2, 3, and then pressure plates. So I already did this corner here. I did those 3 corners. Now I'll do this corner here. 1, 2, 3 pressure plates. Of course, there's another problem here in this corner here where I can do that. Also have to finish this wall here. I want to get this done. I could do this offline. Pressure plates there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I also need to leave it in here. Doesn't really matter that there's nothing underneath them. There's no water. Water's not going to flow through or anything like that. And now, that first block here, it reaches that far magma block, which is important. And then another one here does the same thing. And then here, approximately the middle, it really doesn't matter whether it's here or if it's here. It reaches both ends at other case. So that's how that works there. Oh. Bud. Oops. And I fell in here as well. Okay, I flood too much. Oh, I might be flooding stuff. That feels good. Should wear my netherite boots. I mean, my nether boots. I mean, these are netherite. But then actually frostwalking would not have been useful in here because I wouldn't be able to pick up the water. That's what damage I caused downstairs. You misplaced torches. Not a big deal. These are lost there anyway. Okay. Let me go back. Let me finish all this up, and I'll show you when it's done. You know how to finish it now. One more thing. I'm gonna sleep until morning here. See if you recognize the sound. No, not the cows. Now, leave a comment if you recognize that piece of music, and I'll give you a hint. If you mention any other video game besides Minecraft, it's the wrong answer. Okay, as you can see from my levels, I've been to the Nether and harvested a lot of blaze rods. I also did this. Yeah, so that means that I now have 3 of these things and can now get and fight a blaze, and I finally have a use for all those eggs I've been collecting up there. They're coming with me to the end. I'm gonna get as many chickens as I can in the under the end portal, where I will summon and kill the wither and collect as many wither roses as I can. That's my plan. Oh, and also wither star to make a beacon, of course, which is going right there in my fountain, right there under this glass right here. It's going to go right under there. Yeah. Right opposite that daylight sensor there, which you've already heard about, I think. Have you? Yeah, I think so. Also, as I said, I got plenty of blaze rods. And the slime farm is working. I'll show you that in a second. And I now have probably an adequate supply of magma blocks for a gold farm. So, let me quick show you the slime farm. So this is the output of the slime farm. They shoot up that bubble elevator. Oh, there they come. Perfect timing. Reach these 2 hoppers and go into this chest here. And then this shulker box. This is still loading. And let me show you how it looks downstairs. Show you each level. I'll start with this one down here and show you the wiring here. I think you've already seen this here. And yeah, this one here I finished. Yep. Nice and well lit, of course. Okay. Now I think on the second level, yeah, I ran out of stone blocks, so I had to resort to whatever I could find. You know, iron blocks. So one thing I had to do, I think it was on this level or maybe down below, was it had a hopper at the bottom here, and slime balls were getting caught in the hopper, that little gap there. So the block that's facing the water has to be a full solid block, like a barrel here. So I did that, and this is still going all the way down. Going from up there, you can see there. Hopper goes into there, goes straight down. Same thing here. And you saw the top one, I think you've seen it before. And yeah, so I'll show you the bottom again, just so you can see how that part works there. And down here below, you can see this one here is going down, but that's because there's a pipe going from there all the way down here to here. And so I just sent this one here straight down to the pipe as opposed to sending it across to here and then down. 6 one, half dozen of the other really doesn't make too much difference. A little cleaner maybe. And I did the same thing over here. And these are the only two. These are the only hoppers, of course, that are not covered because they actually are necessary as hoppers to collect items. So, obviously. And yeah, this is here. The water column is back there. And this you've seen, I think. If anyone needs instructions on how to make that, I can link it. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty common. One I follow was Mumbo Jumbo's. Posted a video on a few years ago. And one thing I'd like to do maybe is, part of the problem with this is while I'm standing here, I ran the numbers and the top platform is not active. It's too close. If I'm up here, it is active. And of course, if I'm up here, it's fine. So one thing I might see about doing is see if it's possible to either run the bubble elevator all the way up to the surface, which may be ugly because I have to put something above it, which ruins the landscape. And who wants to do that? Or run it just below the surface, possibly. I don't know. Right below the surface might work. You know, just have like one layer of sand with. Yeah, but then I can't. That might work. Might work. But it'd be nice to be able to AFK where I can actually collect all the sand and have it not interfere with the farm. In any case, that's this. Back to the end. Actually, no, that's it. That's it, I think. So, upcoming. What? How many things I have upcoming? Off camera, I'm going to replace my fortune pick, which I lost. I've already started. I have it out in big. I just have to apply all the enchants to it. I also decided to create a third bow because the one I have, I've already repaired it once, and I don't know how many times I'm gonna be able to repair it. So I'm gonna create a third bow, because I have the levels here. Might as well use them before I lose them again. And because I lost my elytra, I'm kind of grounded until I go back to the end and find more elytra. I don't want to risk flying somewhere and lose my last elytra, because end raiding without elytra is not going to happen. I don't want to do that again. I did that once, and that's not going to happen again. No. So one thing I want to do, possibly on a live stream, is just do a long end raid and collect a whole shulker box full of elytra and a stack of shulker shells. I have, as you know, here I'm down to 22 here, and if I do the, oh, there we are. If I do the gold farm, I'm going to need a lot more shulker boxes for that. And there's a gold farm, which I think I have enough for now. But there's also the wither and the beacon. So I don't know what I'll be doing next episode. You'll have to tune in and find out, you know? And with that in mind, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.